You are going to be writing an argument essay in 6 sentences. They are 6 very important sentences, so let's go over the instructions together. Remember that in addition to this video, there is another video demonstration of me actually writing this assignment myself and videotaping myself while doing it. It covers titles, title images, introduction to EasyBib, research and argument essays, bias and positive tone, and comparative analysis and argument, all in 6 sentences. I know. So what is the difference between a simple research paper and an argument essay or position paper? That's right, your opinion, based on the factual evidence you researched. So the first several sentences of this essay will be facts that you have researched, and then the next part of the essay will be your opinion or the character you have created, their opinion. Each essay that I write does not necessarily have to be me, Professor Hall. It can be me, or it can be a character that I have created that is going to evaluate this content. It's kind of fun and an interesting way to explore expository writing. So we're going to do this one step at a time. First things first, open a new Word document, add my name, course, date, word count, upper left corner. Be sure the font is set to Times New Roman 12 font and double spaced. Next, we're going to go to EasyBib and create a project with your working title. Let's look at that together. I've logged into EasyBib and I have created a citation list and I have titled it an argument essay in 6 sentences. Anytime I click on this project, this citation list, everything I research will automatically go into that particular folder. As you can see, right now it's empty. Let's go back to our instructions. I'm going to select one of the pairs. And yes, I do need to select one of those pairs only. If I don't care for either of the options, pick another pair. Please do not email me and ask to find other images. I've chosen very specific things to achieve the result that we need to achieve for this assignment. Now decide on one criterion you want to compare. Style, the comfort, the location, a social aspect, just one. Now the instructional video that you see for my demonstration of me writing the assignment will show you the criterion that I used, but you're just going to pick one. Now let's look at these images. Each image is also connected to a link. If the link for any reason doesn't work, try to go to that HTTPS yourself, but I believe the link will work. So you're going to select this pair, or you'll select this pair, or this pair, and so on. Once you have selected the pair that you want to write about, you will click on that and you will immediately create a citation for the link that you go to. Let's demonstrate that together. Let's go to this one. That link from the image, it takes me to this website. I'm going to copy that and I'm going to go over to my EasyBib and I'm going to create a citation. I paste that website, let it think, let it find it, and then I'm going to cite that. It's going to bring up boxes to ask me if I know any other additional information. One of the things I need to fix is the title itself, because I cannot put in uncapitalized words. I fixed the title so that the words are capitalized, and there's no author for this, so I'm going to complete the citation. It's going to show up there just as the website itself. I ignore that because I don't know any other information. And now I go back to the second image and I repeat the process. Let's go back to the instructions. I have created a citation for the URL that the picture links to, I will then want to find one more article about that particular topic. And I know that topic because when I clicked on the image and it took me to the URL, it told me what the topic was. So if I chose this one, let's go practice together. Let's go to the internet. I typed the topic and I'm looking for an article written by a person, not just a website, but an article written by a person. I click on this and I see that that is an article that is written by a person. You see this? So this gives me a second article for that image. And what's the very first thing I do? That's right. I copy this. I go over to EasyBib. I'm going to create a citation. Paste that in there. Let it find it. Let it think. There it is. Let's see if it put her name. Yes, it did. So everything's there except look at all these words. Sometimes website titles will be way too wordy and I can cut the words down. Why? Because the reader knows that the reader can simply go to this URL and see that entire convoluted title. So I'm going to make this a more succinct title. I simplified that and now I complete the citation. It's going to bring it up there. And this time it's not going to ask for anything else because it's got everything. It's got an author and everything. So let's go back to the instructions. I have two articles for the first option, which number one is the link, number two is the one I research. And then I'll need two for the other image, which will be this first image that it links to. And then I'll find another article on that topic. Now I've got all those things ready. I have them cited in EasyBib. And now I'm going to study the information and I'm going to make some notes. And I'm going to remember to include the citation for those notes so I know where the information came from. Remember, as we were showing in the demonstration, that haircut is called a wolf cut. I was not born on this planet knowing what a wolf cut is. That is why I have to research. And when I research what a wolf cut is, I need to make sure that I show the reader where I found that information. Anything I was not born knowing, or that is my individual opinion, requires research. And that research requires documentation. I like to open a notepad so I can keep my research in a notepad and it's all handy. So this is the research from the demonstration video that I did for you that you'll see below this one. So these are the facts that I found from the articles that I read, and each one of them includes a citation afterwards that shows where that information originated. Look this over a second, and after you've looked this over, go back, click play on this, and we'll go back to the assignment. Studied the information about the two images, made notes, and remembered to note the citations to show where the information is located. There's a little example there. Next, I'm ready to write the essay. And I've written this in sentences. Sentence number 1, a relaxed formal statement about your character. Again, either you are evaluating these images or a character that you've created. But whichever way, the very first sentence needs to indicate who is making this evaluation. And I can use me and refer to me as a character. I can use me and refer to me literally. Doesn't matter as long as it is a statement in the first person. I. And never write anything like, I picked this picture. No, this is a formal essay. That's something that people wrote back in earlier days. This is college now, and we're writing a formal essay. So, first sentence, a formal sentence about you. And there's an example there, and I'll show you the example in the essay that I wrote following these instructions. Sentence number 2, another positive tone. Mention the two options that you are comparing, following each with a 2-word description. Pink Copper Tahiti sunsets, magical snowscapes of Girdwood, Alaska, etc. This sentence is written all in your own words. There are no citations in this second sentence. It's all your words. Next, sentence number 3, in an informative tone, you will write the one fact based on your criterion about the first image and include that image on the page. No words, no logos, no posters, just the image that you were given. And then you'll cite that quote that gave the factual information about that image. Sentence number 4. Same thing, informative tone, only this time one fact about your second image. Same thing, no words, logos, posters, and cite that quote. Next, number 5 is where we move into the argument essay position paper. And that is where, instead of just research, you, the person you established in the very first sentence, you are going to make a decision based on 3 facts that you have considered. You therefore think the best choice is which one of those 2 images you prefer, based on 1, 2, and 3. Based on the comfortability, the ease of care, the social statement, whatever 3 criteria, pieces of information you have decided. You'll see that in the example that I created. If that's a little bit confusing to you, you can watch me write the essay and you'll watch me go through that same process. And then the final sentence is a positive tone. It's a concluding statement about your choice. Next, you will go to Google and you'll find a compelling final image of your choice that includes people. This can include words or a poster that promotes the brand, whatever you want to do. That final image can have words. This needs to be a gorgeous image that will sway the reader to prefer your choice, your bias. Under that, you will upload your works cited, citations, and you will place those at the bottom of the essay. Let's go through that real quickly together. I'm in my project. Obviously, I will have 2 more citations than this, but for the purpose of demonstration, I will export all, and I have a choice. I can either export as a Google Doc as a Word doc. I'm going to export these as a Word doc, but you can do whichever way you please. And I click export, and you can see it's going to create, and I open it. And there it is. I'm going to enable editing. And look, it's all beautiful. There'll be 2 more citations there. I will copy these and I will paste these under that final image. Again, you can watch the demonstration video that I created where I wrote the essay and watch me go through that process. Let's go back to the instructions. In the process is to find a compelling title image. And I like to find the title image when I've finished the essay. Sometimes it's a little bit different depending on what I'm writing. But for this essay, for this project, I want you to find the title image after you've written the 6 sentences. And after you've selected that final image that promotes the choice you have made. For my title image, there can be no words, no logos, no cartoons, none at all. It needs to be an image that compels me to read the rest of the essay. So I need to see some kind of image that makes me want to keep reading. You can watch the tutorial of the demonstration that I created when I wrote this essay myself. There's also a video tutorial in the course study pages called What is a Title Image? And you can look over that as well. And it's up to you to find an image without words, logos, or silly cartoons that makes the reader want to continue on studying the content that you have written. Proofread your little essay, read it very carefully, read the 6 sentences out loud, listen for proper punctuation. Be sure the essay is in Times New Roman 12 font, double-spaced. Your title itself can be in any font you want. Be sure you've completed all the steps in EasyBib and pasted that in perfectly. Never use you, we, us, our, they, or any other vague words. You would not write, for example, for this essay, we are planning our vacation and they have suggested that you look at us for inspiration. No. Instead, you would write, I am considering vacation destinations for my family based on input from my husband and 2 teenage children. Do you see the difference? I hope you do, because it's a big stickler. And if I see the word you or us or we or they in these 6 sentences, I'm going to kick it back over to you and have you correct that. You must establish that discipline before we get started. Save the little masterpiece as a PDF. Go over to the course. Let me show you in the course. Click on the words Submit Here. I will see the Start Assignment box. I will click on that box. Box is the file upload for the PDF that I have saved. Do not click either of these, just this. I'm going to choose the file that I saved to my computer. You cannot take this assignment on a phone. This must be done from a computer. It can be done from a laptop. There are a few people who know how to do this on an iPad, but you will not be able to complete this assignment on a phone. I'm going to choose the folder that I saved to my desktop on my computer and upload that. And once it's uploaded and I can see the name of it uploaded, I can submit the assignment. You can see this little 6-sentence assignment sets a strong foundation for everything we will be learning this semester. It's important to follow all the instructions so that I can take the first step in the process of proving to you how brilliant you are. Watch this video as many times as you need. Pause along the way, and so have a good time with this. Take your time and make this a masterpiece.